Bears Sports Network.
Well, welcome to another edition of Softball Night in Flea Hop. Hey, everybody, I'm Jonathan Tullis. Thank you for joining us here on BSPN, the Bears Sports Network, as your West Lincoln Lady Bears back in region play, taking on the Lady Cats of Salem and looking to avenge their loss from Tuesday night. Things are going pretty good for the Lady Bears until the bottom of the seventh inning when the Lady Cats walked it off to take the victory 2-1. So Lady Bears looking to rebound and improve their record here in Region 7 play. So a lot on the line here tonight as these two teams square off. So we're going to have some great softball here tonight, I believe. So thank you again for joining us here. We are grateful to have you with us here on BSPN, the Bears Sports Network. Let me take a moment to thank our sponsors before we get into lineups and all that. I want to thank Chris C. Alpha Insurance Agency in Macomb, as well as Franklin Ready Mix, Pike National Bank, Dennis Wallace at DRW Logging. Thank you very much. Buffkin Dozer, Wilson Timber, Corey Myers at Higginbotham Insurance, Brookhaven, and Landmax agent Brett Rushing. Appreciate your sponsorship here on BSPN, making all of this possible to spotlight our Lady Bears. Baseball not in action tonight. They'll be back in action tomorrow against Bogachita here in Flea Hop, and that game will also be live here on BSPN, so we'll look forward to bringing you that tomorrow. But again, tonight, Lady Bears and Lady Cats squaring off in region play. We'll have the starting lineups and all that coming up in just a moment. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back here on BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
At Alpha, our friendly hometown team understands your life and unique needs. We understand you want great insurance coverage options, an easy claims process, and excellent service, all without breaking the bank. Call Alpha Insurance Agent Chris C. at 601-684-0500 for personalized service and products that fit your needs. Chris C. Alpha Insurance Macomb, proud sponsor of the West Lincoln Bears and BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Wildcats and the West Lincoln Lady Bears in softball. We'd like to meet the starting lineup first for Salem. Batting first, number 14, Kinley Egan. Batting second, number 5, Macy Egan. Batting third, number 99, Presley Bob. Batting fourth, number 13, Ripley Reed. Batting fifth, number 3, Mackenzie Dalton. Batting next, number 6, Riley Piper. Batting 7, number 9, Henry Stewart. Batting 8, 00, Vane Martin. Batting 9, number 28, Allie Liddell. And now, West Lincoln Lady Bears, leading off, and playing field, number 22, Kaylee Wallace. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 10, Caroline Hedgebeck. Batting third and playing first base, number 26, Carly Britt. Batting fourth and playing right field, number 30, Brooklyn Huey. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 36, Bailey Griffith. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 9, Kylie Durancy. Batting seventh and catching, number 12, Riley Martin. Batting eighth and pitching, number 99, Haley Wallace. And batting ninth and number 4, Rainey Martin, playing second base. If you would please stand and remove your caps, we'll have the singing of the national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged Vermont's bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and
Well, it's time to go. Finally getting underway. Plate meeting took a little bit longer than normal tonight, so that's why we were a little slow in coming back, but we are about to get it going here in Flea Hop against the Lady Cats of Salem over in Walthall County. Glad they can make the drive over here, and glad we can bring you this region matchup. Again, a lot on the line tonight. Playoff seeding, of course, big consideration as the Lady Bears have been holding on to the #1 spot in Region 7, but They suffered the loss to Salem on Tuesday, so they are going to look to avenge that and keep one of their top spots in region play. In the circle tonight for West Lincoln is Haley Wallace, as Caroline Hedgepeth did the duties over in Salem the other night. So, excuse me, Wallace will be taking her turn in the circle tonight. And we are about to get underway as the first batter for the Lady Cats about to come to the plate.
Leading off, number 14, Kenley Egan.
Kenley Egan, one of the seniors for the Lady Cats, going to lead off. Center fielder. Actually, she and her sister, twin sister Macy, batting back-to-back here in the top of the order for the Lady Cats. I officiate volleyball, and Salem, if you didn't know, they have a very good volleyball team. And the two Egan girls were a big part of their success last year. Had the opportunity to see them play at some games I called for them last season. First pitch from Wallace going to be high and outside for ball one. And the next pitch from Wallace. That's in the zone for strike one. 1-1 now the count on Kenley Egan. Something else I know about these two girls, they both signed scholarships to be on the dance team at Southwest Community College. Next pitch high for a ball, going to be we'll call that a pass ball. Next pitch low and inside. Count now 3-1. Gavin Evans not able to be with me tonight, so I'm doing all the stuff tonight. So if I mess up on the cameras, I apologize. Swing and a miss to fill the count up 3-2. Good pitch there by Wallace. Payoff pitch, and that's going to be fouled back. Count still full at 3-2, just underway here in the top of the first inning. Nobody on, nobody out as Kenley Egan, the leadoff batter for the Lady Cats. Another payoff pitch coming from Wallace. That one's going to be in the dirt, and Kenley going to go walking. Her sister Macy coming up, playing shortstop.
Batting next, number 5, Macy Egan.
Yeah, Macy and Kenley both twins. And her first pitch from Wallace, be a little outside, I believe, is throw down to first, going to be off the mark. Kenley Egan going to move to second. So 1-0 on Macy Egan. You got Presley Bob on deck. Next pitch from Wallace. That's in the zone. Evens it up 1-1. Runner at second for Salem, nobody out. Here in the top of the first. And the 1-1 from Wallace. That was going to be high. 2-1 now the count. Kenley Egan staying put at second. Yeah, that's going to be outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Wallace comes set, delivers a 3-1. Right at the letters to fill it up. So 3-2 on Macy Egan. Payoff pitch coming up from Wallace here in just a moment, and she comes set and delivers. Fouled back. So Macy Egan get another crack at it. Again, count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. And that's going to be outside. Kenley Egan going to steal third as Macy Egan goes to first on the walks, and now runners at the corners for the Lady Cats.
Batting next, number 99, Presley Bob.
Presley Bob going to make her first appearance at the plate, playing catcher today for Salem. Bob taking the left-hander's box, waiting for Wallace to deliver. And she does. That's going to be a foul tip. Next pitch. That's going to be a little low for a ball. Going to check over on Kinley Egan at third, but Macy Egan going to steal second. So now 2 runners in scoring position for the Lady Cats. Wallace delivers. Going to be popped up to shallow center. Could be a trouble ball. And catch is not made. So Kinley Egan going to score from third. Still got runners at first and second and third for the Lady Cats.
Batting next, number 13, Ripley Reed.
As Ripley Reed comes to bat. Reed, the left fielder for Salem today. Wallace comes set, delivers. Squared around a bunt. Runner's going to stay put. She didn't pull back, so 0-1 to count. Wallace delivers. Just outside. Must have been just outside for ball 1. Looked good to me. But I always have to remind myself, I can't see the plate as well as the guy behind the plate, so. Calling that a foul ball. 1-2. And delivers. That one's going to be high. 2-2 the count now on Ripsy Reed. Kenzie Dalton, the pitcher, on deck for the Lady Cats. Wallace delivers. Fouled back. Count 2-2. Next pitch from Wallace. Getting the outside corner, got her looking. First out of the inning now for the Lady Cats as Kenzie Dalton, the pitcher, going to come to bat now. Runners still at second and third with 1 out. That's in the dirt, almost a pass ball, but she picks it, or it was a pass ball rather, she picks it up. So the runners are going to stay put. Riley Piper on deck. Grounder going to get past the second base. So going to have 1-run score for the Lady Cats as the ball's thrown in. And Martin wasn't able to hold on to it, but runner's going to stay put at third. So runner still at second and third for Salem, now with 2 runs. And that brings up Riley Piper, the designated player. If you're not as familiar with softball, baseball rules, the designated player is basically the designated hitter. Just a little difference in terminology, but functionally they're the same thing. First pitch to Piper in there for strike 1. And the pitch from Wallace. Squared around a bunt, popped up. Martin coming out of the catcher's box to make the grab. Second out now for the Lady Bears. And that's going to bring up Kinley Stewart. Kinley Stewart playing right field for Salem today. And going to have timeout. Coach Bird Martin, the man, the myth, the legend, Bird Martin, calling time to send in a courtesy runner. Got to know Coach Bird from working volleyball at Salem some this year, and last few years rather. Stand-up guy, really think a lot of him. That's going to be low for ball one. Next pitch coming up from Wallace. Swung on and missed for strike one. Still got runners at second and third. 2 away here in the top of the first inning. Wallace comes set, delivers. That one's going to be high. Make it 2-1. Lady Bears looking to stop this rally that the Lady Cats have going. The 2-1. Swing and a miss for strike two. So count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Stewart. Got Bain Martin on deck. Pops it out of play. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Stewart. Again, Stewart playing right field. Next pitch. That's going to be in the dirt, a pass ball. Run going to score from third. So the count now full. Salem now up 3-0 over West Lincoln. Runner at third base. Again with 2 outs. Payoff pitch coming from Wallace. That's going to be fouled to the backstop. So another 3-2 pitch coming up from Wallace. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's going to do it in the top of the first for the Lady Cats. Lady Bears get a chance to get on the board. Coming up, this is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN is a production of Strangely Warmed Media. To learn more, visit our website at strangelywarmed.media.
BSPN.
BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
Bottom of the second, or bottom of the first, rather, is Kaylee Wallace going to lead things off for the Lady Bears.
Leading off, number 22, Kaylee Wallace.
And Kaylee leading in almost every offensive category for the Lady Bears. Leads the team in batting average at .567, on-base percentage, as well as stolen bases. Runs scored as well. Actually, she ranks near the top in Class 1A. And she fouls off her first pitch. So opportunity for Wallace to come in clutch here as the Lady Bears trail 3-0. And the next pitch, that's going to hit her foot. So she'll get a free pass to first base. And that's going to bring up Caroline Hedgepeth.
Number 10, Caroline Hedgepeth.
Hedgepeth second in Class 1A in the state in ERA, but she's no slouch at the plate either. Caroline with a .559 average. Fouled over toward third base. It was like, once again, third base coach position may not be the place to be. I was saying Saturday, I think head coach John Floyd, he Must have a bullseye painted on him somewhere because he just keeps getting softballs hit to him constantly. Next pitch. Maybe a little inside for a ball on Hedgepeth. Count 1-1. Again, just getting underway here in the bottom of the first inning. Runner at first for West Lincoln. Next pitch from Dalton. That was going to be a ball as well. So Hedgepeth ahead in the count, 2-1. It's Carly Britt on deck. Next pitch. Hit well towards center. It looks like it's going to be an easy catch for Egan, and it is for Kaylee Egan, or Kinley Egan, rather, to get the first out of the inning.
Number 26, Carly Britt.
So that'll bring up Carly Britt, playing first base for West Lincoln today. Britt batting .529 on the year so far for the Lady Bears. And first pitch in the dirt. Wallace going to go to second. And the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Counts 1-1. Going to be popped up, shallow left. Catch going to be made by Macy Egan. Be second out of the inning to bring up Brooklyn Huey. Huey batting .222 on the year. And her first pitch down the pipe for strike one. Huey batting in the 4-hole for the Lady Bears, playing right field today. And the next pitch. Going to be popped up. Believe it's going to be out of play and uncatchable. Yep, it's going to hit the first base dugout. So Huey with an 0-2 count. Got Bailey Griffith on deck. Should Huey get on. And the next pitch. Swung on and missed. And that'll do it for the Lady Bears in the first. Going to the second frame. Salem up by 3-0. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. Getting underway here in the top of the second inning as Salem comes up to bat. And going to be the pitcher, Bain Martin, on taking the box first for the Lady Cats. As the first pitch going to be inside for ball one. And next one a little bit inside for ball two. Must have been just inside. Haley Wallace still in the circle for the Lady Bears. And that's going to be high, 3-0. Martin batting in the 8 hole for the Lady Cats. Next pitch. That's in the zone for strike one. Yeah, Salem is the Wildcats, but the girls' teams typically go by Lady Cats. Next pitch from Wallace, foul to the backstop. Count now full, 3-2. Payoff pitch coming from Wallace. Swing and a miss for first out.
Next, number 28, Allie Littell.
So Allie Littell, the playing second base on defense for the Lady Cats coming up. One away, and Wallace comes set, delivers. It'll be a wild pitch over Riley Martin's head. Next pitch from Wallace. High and inside for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Top of the second. Nobody on for Salem. 1 out. It must have been just outside. 3-0's the count. Back to the top of the order coming up for Salem here. It's Kinley Egan on deck. That's going to be inside. So Littell going to go walking.
Batting next, number 14, Kinley Egan.
Kinley Egan making her second appearance of the game as Coach John Floyd going to call a timeout and talk to his infield. I want to take another opportunity to thank our sponsors, Chris C. Alpha Insurance, Macomb, Franklin Ready Mix, Pike National Bank, Dennis Wallace at DRW Logging, thank you very much, as well as Buffkin Dozer, Wilson Timber, Corey Myers at Higginbotham Insurance, Brookhaven, and Landmax agent Brett Rushing making your coverage here on BSPN possible today. Wallace going to stay in the circle, so no other changes being made at this time. So hopefully they'll just get a little settled down here and shut the Lady Cats down. Kinley Egan making her second appearance of the day, got on a walk in her first appearance. Also scored one of the Lady Cats' runs. Swing and a miss for strike one. The 0-1. Squared around the bunt, pulls it back just in time. Count even at 1-1 on Egan. Her sister Macy on deck. Next pitch from Wallace. Squared around the bunt once again, pulls it back. Littell going to stay put. So 2 balls, 1 strike now on Kinley Egan. Next pitch. That's in there for strike 2. 2-2 now the count. And the 2-2 going to be fouled. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 on and 1 out for Salem as Wallace comes set and delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Littell going to steal second. Second out of the inning. Egan thought she could go to first, but first base was occupied, so even though it was a drop third strike, she couldn't go. Macy Egan coming up also had a walk in her first appearance. Grounder over towards short. Hedgepath over to first to Britt. And that gets the out, and that's going to do it for Salem here in the second inning. Going to the bottom of the second. Lady Bears looking to get on the board. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. Haley Griffith leading things off for the Lady Bears. Bottom of the second inning as she swings and misses on her first pitch for strike one. Nobody on as we're just getting underway. Pops up, shallow left. Reed making the catch. So that's going to bring up Kylie Jurancic. Jurancic playing left field today for the Lady Bears. Jurancic batting .474 on the year. Going to be hit out of play over on the first base side. One away. Next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike two. In the circle is Kenzie Dalton for the Lady Cats. Comes set and delivers. Pitch going to be outside for ball one. 1-2 the count on Jurancic. Riley Martin, the catcher, on deck. And the next pitch. Fouled over the first base side once again. Count going to stay at 1-2. And Dalton comes set, delivers. Hit in the gap. She's going to get on base. So base hit there for Kylie Jurancic. So it's Riley Martin coming to bat now. First base runner of the game for the Lady Bears. Martin batting .212. 7 hits on the year. And pitch going to be foul. First was fair, but it bounced foul. So Martin to get another crack at it. Haley Wallace, the pitcher, next batter after Martin. Dalton delivers. Swing and a miss for strike two. Oh and 2 on Riley Martin. Next pitch coming up from Dalton. She delivers. And going to be hit out of play. The count stays at 0-2. Dalton delivers. Going to be a wild pitch. Jurancic going to go over to second. Throw was almost in time. Tag would not have been, though. So Jurancic now on second base for the Lady Bears. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Martin. Swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 away now for the Lady Bears. Bringing up Haley Wallace now, the pitcher. Wallace 143 for the year in batting average. Pitch right up the pipe for strike 1. And the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs for ball 1. Jurancic staying put at second base. And the next pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Two away now for the Lady Bears. As Wallace looking to get on. Dalton delivers, hit out of play over first base. So the count will stay 1 ball, 2 strikes on Wallace. Again, Rainey Martin on deck should Wallace get on. Next pitch, hit in the gap. That should score Jurassic as it goes into left field. Actually, no, Jurassic going to get held up at third as the throw was made. So runner now in scoring position for the Lady Bears. That's going to bring up Rainey Martin.
Batting next, your second baseman, number 4, Rainey Martin.
Martin batting 188 on the year. So she's going to try to get Jurassic home. Swung on and missed. Wallace going to go to second. Oh, and 1 to count. Runners at second and third for West Lincoln. Dalton delivers. Swing and a miss once again. Going to check over on Jurassic at third, and she gets back safely. And got her. So Rainey Martin striking out to end the second frame for the Bears. We'll go to the third. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. Top of the third getting underway as Presley Bob going to lead things off for the Lady Cats. Bob's second appearance. I believe she reached on an error her last time up. Pitch from Wallace in the dirt for ball 1. It's got Ripsy Reed on deck for the Lady Cats. Next pitch, grounder over to second. Throw to first is made with no problem. First out. To bring up Reed. Reed 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That'll put Kenzie Dalton, the pitcher, on deck for Salem. 1 away, nobody on. Top of the third inning as Wallace delivers. And going to be a wild pitch. And next pitch going to be upstairs, 2-0. And here comes the next one. That's in the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike on Reed. And that's going to be a little bit outside. 3 balls, 1 strike on Reed. And awaiting the next pitch, Wallace delivers. That's going to be high and outside. Reed going to get a free pass to first.
Batting next, number 3, Mackenzie
Kenzie Dalton, the pitcher, coming up 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI. And Wallace comes set, delivers. Throw made to first, not going to be in time. The count on Dalton, 1-0. And the next pitch, that's going to be outside for ball 2. Another throw made to first. Reed back, no problem. Two 2-0 for Dalton with Riley Piper on deck, the DP. Wallace delivers. And that's going to be low and inside. 3-0 the count. Next pitch. That's in the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. Salem leads 3-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Runner at first, 1 away. Chopper over towards short. Hedgepeth picks it up, makes the throw to first. Gets the out at first on the fielder's choice.
Batting next, number 6, Riley Piper.
Riley Piper, the DP, coming to pitch, or coming to hit now, rather. Also reached on an error her last time up, or first time up, I should say. One and 0 the count. Reed going to stay put at second base. Popped up, out of play. One and 1 the count now. And the pitch. Put into play, hit into shallow center. And Reed going to hold up at third, while Piper going to take over to second base. So she'll get the double with runners now at second and third for Salem. Kinley Stewart going to come to bat now with a strikeout on the day, so she's 0 for 1. Salem leading 3-0. West Lincoln going to look to leave these 2 runners stranded. As Wallace comes set and delivers, that's going to be fouled to the backstop. So 2 away in the top of the 3rd, runners at second and third for Salem. You got Stewart in the box. Wallace in the circle, comes set, delivers. I say she swung. And the umpires agreed, 0-2 the count. Kind of a little half swing there as Wallace delivers. That was definitely a swing, and she gets the 3rd out, strikeout. And that's going to do it for the Lady Cats in the 3rd. Going to the bottom of the 3rd, Westlake is still looking to get on the board as they trail 3-0. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
At Alpha, our friendly hometown team understands your life and unique needs. We understand you want great insurance coverage options, an easy claims process, and excellent service, all without breaking the bank. Call Alpha Insurance Agent Chris C. at 601-684-0500 for personalized service and products that fit your needs. Chris C. Alpha Insurance Macomb, proud sponsor of the West Lincoln Bears and BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Wallace going to lead things off for West Lincoln. Making her first official at bat today. And first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Again, baseball not in action tonight. They'll be facing the Bogachita Bobcats here in Flea Hop tomorrow night. And we'll have that game for you here on BSPN. Wallace popping up. And catch going to be made by the third baseman.
Batting next, number 10, Caroline Hedgepeth.
And it's Caroline Hedgepeth going to come to bat now for the Lady Bears. 0 for 1 on the day. Next pitch from Dalton. Going to be a little high for ball 1. Hedgepeth signee to Colin as a pitcher and utility player for their national championship softball team. Next pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2, or strike 1 rather. 1-1 on Hedgepeth. Dalton comes set, delivers. Got her on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Hedgepeth. Carly Britt on deck. Dalton comes set, delivers. Tried for the outside corner again, but didn't get it. Count even at 2-2. Next pitch, put into play. Hit to right. Hedgepeth going to get on. And throw to first going to be off the mark. So she'll get to second on the throwing error. Thought about going for third, but coach held her up. Probably a good idea as the catcher got a hand on it.
Batting next, number 26, Carly Britt.
So runner at second base for Carly Britt coming up. Britt 0 for 1 on the day. One away, runner at second for West Lincoln as they trail 3-0 to Salem. And the pitch. Squared around the bunt. Going to be grounder over to the third baseman. Going to go over. Throw to first is an error. West Lincoln getting on the board. As Britt going to go to second on the error.
Batting next, number 30, Brooklyn Huey.
So that'll bring up Brooklyn Huey as the Bears finally on the board, trailing 3-1 now. Huey 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And her first pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 1. Carly Britt staying put at second base. Next pitch. Put into play. Grounder over to short. Throw to first. That was on the mark for the second out. Britt going to move to third.
Batting next, number 36, Bailey Griffith.
So Bailey Griffith's going to come to bat now for West Lincoln. She's also 0 for 1. Lady Bears been struggling a little bit at the plate this afternoon or this evening. Looking to change that as they have again runner at third. Griffith be looking to get her on. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Throw over to first or to third. As Britt gets back with no problem. And the next pitch. Swing. Or nope, that's going to be a ball. Sorry, I'm having a little camera issue. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna have one camera for the rest of the game. And that's gonna be a hit towards center. Catch, grab made by Egan. And that'll do it for the Lady Bears in the third. We go to the fourth, but the Bears are on the board. 3-1. This is BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Back underway here in Flea Hop as Lady Cats coming to bat. And leading off is 00 Bain Martin. Martin's last strikeout in her only appearance today. First pitch in the dirt, 1-0. And we did have a pitching change that I just now noticed. Caroline Hedgepath now in the circle. Next pitch in there for a strike. Looks like Haley Wallace has been subbed for. Rainey Martin's at short. And Colby Rose Thornton now playing second base. So, a few changes took place as the next pitch going to be fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Allie Littell on deck, playing second base. Next pitch, swung on and missed. And that's going to do it for Martin in this inning, as Allie Littell comes to bat playing second base. And again, just got one camera going right now. We've been having some issues off and on, so I'm just going to go with one camera and call it good. Again, don't have my helper here tonight, so. Hedgepath comes set and delivers, put into play, going to fall in the gap toward left. So Littell going to get on.
Next, number 14, Kinley Egan.
As Kinley Egan coming to bat now. 0 for 1 officially with a walk. Walk and a strikeout in her appearances today. 1 down. As Hedgepath gets her sign, comes set and delivers. And going to be tipped back to the backstop. Top of the 4th, 1 away, 1 runner on for the Lady Cats. And the next pitch. And that's going to be maybe a little upstairs and high and outside. Even the count up at 1-1. And the next pitch. Fouled behind the backstop. And center down to first. You see what happened? Oh, catcher interference. Okay. So as you may have heard, that microphone's pretty sensitive. Plate umpire was saying the bat made contact with the catcher's mitt. And under the rules, if that happens, that is catcher's interference, and that'll be a free trip to first. So now 2 runners on for the Lady Cats as Macy Egan coming to bat. 0 for 1 with a walk. And fouls that one back for strike 1. 1 away. And Hedgepath comes set and delivers. Almost swung, but held back enough for the umpire's satisfaction, so the count goes to 1-1. Presley Bob on deck for the Lady Cats as Hedgepath delivers the 1-1. Got the outside corner for strike 2 on Egan. And here we go with the next pitch. Tried for the outside corner again and missed, even it up 2-2. Hedgepath delivers her next pitch. Must have. Yeah, she tipped it. So count stays 2-2. Wasn't sure if she tipped it, but apparently she did. And the next pitch. That's going to be in the dirt. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Macy Egan. And making sure to differentiate, because there are 2 Egans who are actually twins on Salem's team. Her sister, Kinley, on first base currently. Hit towards center. Wallace coming in to make the grab. Throw to second as Littell stays put. So that catch brings up 2 away. And it's Presley Bob coming to bat. Bob 0 for 2 on the day. Runners at first and second for Salem, 2 away here in the top of the 4th. And they lead your Lady Bears 3-1. And Hedgepeth delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Throw over to second. Littell still on the bag. Next pitch from Hedgepeth. Another swing and a miss for strike 2. And the next pitch. Must have been a little bit inside. That was close. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Bob as she gets on. Ripsy Reed on deck. 2 away. Hedgepeth delivers. Gonna be popped up. Catch made by Carly Britt. That's gonna be the 3rd out. Lady Bears coming to bat as they look to get back, get another run or 2 and battle these Lady Cats as they trail 3-1. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Kylie Duranson going to lead things off for the Lady Bears here in the bottom of the 4th. Grounder over to second. Throw to first. And I guess the first out.
Number 12, Riley Martin.
So Riley Martin going to come up to bat now. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 1 already out for the Lady Bears. Nobody on. Haley Wallace, well, no, she'll be subbed for, I believe. Let's see. Nope, she's on deck. So she flexed, didn't she? That's right. And going to be fouled. Count 1-1 now on Riley Martin. 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's see what happens with this as Dalton comes set and delivers. And that's going to be inside for ball 2. And the next pitch from Dalton. Foul to the backstop. Count now even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, bottom of the 4th, Salem leading 3-1. 1 away, nobody on for West Lincoln. And the next pitch. And going to go foul up the first baseline. So count stays at 2-2 for Martin. And Dalton comes set, delivers. And we foul to the backstop once again. Count stays at 2-2. And the next pitch. Fly ball to right. Going to be caught by Stewart. So West Lincoln now with 2 away.
Batting next, number 99, Haley Wallace.
As Wallace now the flex player coming to bat. Wallace 1 for 1. Swung on and missed for strike 1. So 0-1 now the count on Wallace. And she awaits her next pitch from Dalton. And here it comes. Fouled at the first base line. 0-2 the count on Wallace. Rainey Martin rather on deck. And the next pitch. Hit over the first base line once again. So the count stays at 0-2. 2 away for Wallace, for Haley Wallace. And the 0-2 coming from Dalton. Chopper over toward the second baseman. Almost bobbled the catch, but made the throw in time. And that's going to do it for the Lady Bears as we go to the top of the 5th. Salem leads 3-1. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN is a production of Strangely Warmed Media. To learn more, visit our website at strangelywarmed.media.
BSPN.
Ripsy Reed leading things off for Salem as she's already off to an 0-1 start against Caroline Hedgepeth. Next pitch from Hedgepeth going to be wild for ball 1. So 1-1 on Reed. Hedgepeth comes set and delivers. Swung on and missed. Count now, 1-2. And that's going to be outside for ball 2. Reed 0 for 1 on the day is also walked. And next pitch outside. Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gonna be foul tipped. Catcher grabs it though. That's good for an out.
And next, number 3, Mackenzie Dalton.
Pitcher Kenzie Dalton coming up now, 1 for 2 on the day. Also has an RBI for the Lady Cats. 1 down, nobody on. Top of the 5th, Salem leads 3-1. Hedgepeth delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And the next pitch. Hit towards second. Grab made by Thornton. Sent over toward Britt at first. And that's the second out of the inning.
And next, number 6, Riley Piper.
Riley Piper coming up now. 1 for 2 for the Lady Cats. 2 away, nobody on. Hedgepeth delivers, makes her swing and miss for strike 1. And the next pitch popped up out of play. So Piper's count now, no balls, 2 strikes. And next pitch from Hedgepeth. That was going to be low for ball 1. And the next pitch. That's going to be inside to even it up, 2-2. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard now. As Hedgepeth comes set and delivers. That's going to be low and inside. Fill it up, 3-0. Or 3-2 rather. Going to be popped up towards center field. Wallace got under it, cans the corn, and that's going to be the 3rd out. As the Lady Bears come back to bat in the bottom of the 5th, this is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. Bottom of the 5th getting underway as Rainey Martin stepping into the box. Swung on and missed for strike one. Martin is 0 for 1 and with a strikeout. Oh and 1 now the count. Dalton comes set and delivers. That's going to be high and inside for ball one. Coach John Floyd going to call a timeout. And it looks like had a helmet issue. So Martin gets her headgear squared away, and we're about to get back underway. Count 1 and 1. I don't know why I was showing that weird stuff on the score bug. As Martin swings and misses for strike two. So to count 1 ball, 2 strikes on Martin. With Kaylee Wallace on deck. Next pitch going to be inside. Count now even at 2 and 2. And the next pitch from Dalton. Hit, gonna hit the ground. Stays fair. So Martin gets on. Only question is, you score this a hit or an error? I'd probably give her the hit.
Batting next, number 22, Kaylee Wallace.
As Kaylee Wallace comes to bat. 0 for 1 on the day. Still waiting to see how the scorekeeper gives it on Game Changer. Gave her the hit. So 4 hits on the day for West Lincoln. Wallace squaring around the bunt. Martin rather, thought about going to second, returns to first safely. So 1 on for West Lincoln, nobody out. Next pitch in the dirt. Pass ball. Martin going to get to second on that. So 2-0 count now on Wallace. And a runner at second for West Lincoln. And Salem going to call timeout as the catcher Bob going to go talk to Dalton. So we'll get back underway here in just a moment. I want to thank some of our sponsors here on BSPN. Chris C. Alpha Insurance, Macomb, Franklin Ready Mix, Pike National Bank, DRW Logging, Bufkin Dozer, Wilson Timber, Corey Myers, Higginbotham Insurance, Brookhaven, and Landmax agent Brett Rushing. Appreciate them sponsoring coverage here on BSPN. Wallace's count 2-0. Dalton comes to her now. High for ball 3. Wallace already squaring around the bunt. And we'll see what she does with it as Dalton comes set, pulls it back. Martin got a pretty good lead at second, but returns.
Batting next, number 10, Caroline Hedgepeth.
So now with runners at first and second after that walk, Caroline Hedgepeth coming to bat. 1 for 2 on the day. Also with a run scored for West Lincoln. Nobody out rather. 2 on for West Lincoln. And first pitch to Hedgepeth going to be outside for ball 1. Throw to second is off the mark. Both runners going to move, get held up. So now the Bears got runners at second and third. Count 1-0 on Hedgepeth. So tying run is second base for West Lincoln. And nobody away. Dalton delivers. That's right at the letters for strike 1. 1-1 now on Hedgepeth. And the next pitch from Dalton. That's going to be upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike on Caroline Hedgepeth. Again, runners at second and third for West Lincoln. Nobody out. Bottom of the 5th. West Lincoln trails 3-1 to Salem. Dalton comes set and delivers. And that's going to be outside. 3-1 now the count on Hedgepeth. Next up, and going to be out of play over on the first base side. So Hedgepeth's count now full at 3-2. Dalton gets her sign, comes set, and delivers. Chopper straight back to Dalton. Throw to first is made. That's going to get the out. Runners are going to stay put. Wallace at second and Martin at third. So that'll be the first out of the inning as Carly Britt comes to bat. Britt 0 for 2 on the day. And the next pitch, going to be in the dirt for ball 1. And the 1-0. Squared around the bunt. Catch made by Borg, the third baseman. So that'll be the second out of the inning.
Batting next, number 30, Brooklyn Huey.
2 away, runners at second and third is Brooklyn Huey coming to bat 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And the next pitch from Dalton. And it's going to be in the dirt. Runner's going to stay put. So West Lincoln with an opportunity here. Again, the tying run at second base. Huey going to look to not leave him stranded. As she awaits the 1-0 from Dalton, and she delivers in the dirt for second ball, 2-0. Bailey Griffith on deck for West Lincoln. And the pitch. That's going to be low and outside. 3 balls, no strikes on Huey. Dalton delivers on the 3-0. And that's going to juice the bases as the pitch is inside.
Batting next, number 36, Bailey Griffith.
So Bailey Griffith going to come to bat. She's 0 for 2 on the day, but here's what I can tell you about Bailey Griffith. In these situations, she has been clutch before. We'll see what she can do with this. Bases loaded, 2 away. Trailing by 2. Dalton gets her sign and delivers. And that's going to be inside for ball 1. Again, tying run at second base for West Lincoln, so Griffith with an opportunity. And the next pitch. And that's going to be just on the inside corner for strike 1. So Griffith's count now 1-1. Dalton's next pitch. Inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Griffith. Yeah, she has come through in these situations, so she has an opportunity with the tying run at second. Dalton delivers. Put into play, going to go into shallow left. Both runners being called back, called to the... Going to get sent home, so 2 going to score for West Lincoln as Griffith reaches Huey going to reach second. Griffith going to first, staying at first. We're tied up. So Bailey Griffith coming in clutch once again. Couple of miscues by the defense that certainly helped her effort. As we're now tied at 3 for Kylie Jurassic, 1 for 2 on the day. Go ahead run at second for West Lincoln. And the pitch from Dalton. High and inside for ball 1. Riley Martin on deck for West Lincoln. Next pitch. Going to be fouled to the backstop. So 1-1 now the count on Jurassic. And the 1-1. Hit toward right center. That's going to be in the gap. Run going to score for West Lincoln. Being waved on as there was a miscue in the outfield. West Lincoln now leads by 2. Jurassic going to reach third. That's going to bring Riley Martin to the plate. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And going to have a new pitcher in for Salem. And I believe that's going to be Allie Littell moving to the circle for the Lady Cats. All right, so I'm looking to see how exactly they scored that last play. Let's see. I clicked on the wrong West Lincoln here on Game Changer. All right, so that was scored as, come on, as a single and an error. So RBI single there for Jurassic. And again, the error contributing to West Lincoln going ahead. Grounder to second, throw to first made, and that's going to do it for West Lincoln. But they've had a pretty big inning. Going up 5-3 as we head to the 6th. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
Top of the 6th about to get underway for Salem as they come to bat, as they now trail your West Lincoln Bears 5-3. And up to bat is Kinley Stewart. And first pitch, nipping the inside corner for strike 1, right at the letters. Stewart 0 for 2, struck out twice. Hedgepath looks to keep that going, comes set and delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 2. So 0-2 count on Stewart. Got Bain Martin on deck. Next pitch from Hedgepeth. Hit foul over to the first base dugout. So Hedgepeth getting set to deliver the 0-2 to Stewart, and she does. That's going to be hit. Going to hit her in the shoulder. So she'll get the free pass to first, and that's going to bring up Martin.
Batting next, 0-0, Bain Martin.
It's Martin stepping into the box. Hedgepeth getting ready to come to her. One on for Salem as Hedgepeth delivers. That's a swing and a miss. I thought it was going to be a foul ball, but Stewart going to move to second. I thought she made contact, but apparently not. Nonetheless, count 0-1. Does move the runner, though. And Hedgepeth comes set and delivers. Squared around a bunt, pulls it back. Stewart going to return to second. So the count 1-1 on Martin. Hedgepeth with the next pitch. Fly ball to center. It's going to fall into the gap. Stewart rounding third. Going to go back as the throw is made. So she gets the second. Martin going to get the double.
Batting next, number 28, Allie Littell.
So runners now at second and third for Salem. Nobody gone. And Littell going to come to bat now. Littell 1 for 1, also has walked on another appearance today. So they're going to have a pinch runner coming in. We have a pinch runner at second base for Martin. I don't think I've got her on the roster. If we get that name. Runner at second for Salem is Kayla Summerall. Littell's first pitch, foul to the backstop. Nobody gone for Salem. Runners at second and third. Tying run at second. So West Lincoln going to have to play some D here. As Hedgepeth comes set and delivers. That's going to be high and inside to make it 1-1. And the next pitch. That one also high and inside. 2-1 now the count. Next pitch, nipping the outside corner. That's going to even it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Hedgepeth gets her sign and delivers. And that's going to be low and inside to fill it up. And the next pitch. Put into play towards center field. Actually towards second base. Colby Rose Thornton making the grab. Runners stay put for the first out.
Batting next, number 14, Kinley Egan.
Center fielder Kinley Egan coming to bat, or she may not be center fielder anymore, but anyway. Has walked and struck out in her appearances today. Squares around a bunt, goes to the backstop. So looking to force a fielder's choice here. Oh, and 1 the count as Hedgepath comes set and delivers. Squares around a bunt once again. Going to go foul toward the third base dugout. 0-2 the count on Egan. Macy Egan on deck. Hedgepath getting ready for the 0-2. And she'll deliver. Swing and a miss. Got her swinging for strike 3 in the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up her sister, Macy Egan. 0 for 2 on the day, has reached on a walk and also scored a run. Kinley Egan had also scored a run, forgot to mention that. And looks like Macy thinking about squaring around a bunt, but doesn't, as Hedgepath delivers low and away for ball 1. Ball was a pass ball, but the runners are going to stay put. The 0-1, or the 1-0 rather. That's going to be a little high for ball 2. 5-3 your score. West Lincoln in the lead, top of the 6th inning. Runners at second and third for Salem with 2 outs. And a 2-0 or 2-0 count. Make that a 2-1 count. And she swings and misses. And the next pitch. Popped up, gonna fall at left field. Jurassic gonna mishandle it. Runner gonna come in. And Egan gonna reach third as the Cats score 2 runs. And we're back knotted up at 5. So that's gonna bring up Bob. Presley Bob coming to the plate now. 0 for 3 on the day. Go ahead run at third for the Lady Cats and Macy Egan. First pitch to Bob. And that's going to be low and inside for ball 1. One and 0 count as Hedgepath toes the rubber, gets her sign, and delivers. Going to be popped up to shallow left. Catch made by Rainey Martin. And that'll do it. But the Cats still score 2. We're knotted up at 5. We'll be back. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
At Alpha, our friendly hometown team understands your life and unique needs. We understand you want great insurance coverage options, an easy claims process, and excellent service, all without breaking the bank. Call Alpha Insurance Agent Chris C. at 601-684-0500 for personalized service and products that fit your needs. Chris C. Alpha Insurance Macomb, proud sponsor of the West Lincoln Bears and BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
Kaylee Wallace leading off the top of the bottom of the sixth, rather, for West Lincoln. 1 for 2 on the day. Knotted up at 5 as Salem scored 2 in the top of the sixth. So the Lady Bears look to get those back. Wallace gets her first pitch. It's going to be in the dirt for ball 1. And the 1-0 to Wallace. Going to be a little high for ball 2. So Wallace ahead in the count, 2-0. Rainey Martin on deck. Next pitch way upstairs for ball 3. Allie Littell in the circle for Salem. The 3-0. Going to be inside. Wallace going to go down to first. That's going to bring up Rainey Martin.
Next, number 4, Rainey Martin.
1 for 2 on the days. Also struck out, but she has scored a run. And her first pitch going to be high and inside for ball 1. Want to know the count. Runner at first, nobody gone for West Lincoln. Nips the outside corner. 1-1. Martin steps back into the box, waits her next pitch, and Littell delivers. Squared around a bunt. Right back to Littell. Throw made to first, but that's going to move Wallace to second. So sack bunt there for Rainey Martin.
Batting next, number 22, Kaylee Wallace.
Kaylee Wallace going to come to bat 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run scored. So we'll see what she can do with a runner at second and 1 away. And first pitch going to be high for ball 1. Next pitch, grounder over towards short. Wallace going to stay put at second. Throw made to second, but it's going to be off the mark. So Wallace going to move to second. Or Haley Wallace going to move to second. Kaylee Wallace, so let me start over. Haley Wallace moves to third. Kaylee Wallace going to move to second after she got the single. So now runners at second and third for West Lincoln. 1 away as Caroline Hedgepeth comes to bat. 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored. The first pitch taken for strike 1. Go ahead run at second, or at third rather. Next pitch. Hit towards center. Kinley Egan makes the grab as the run still scores, so sack fly to Caroline Hedgepeth as the Lady Bears go ahead 6-5. And that's going to bring up Carly Britt. Britt struggling at the plate today, 0 for 3, but an opportunity here with a runner at second to get the Lady Bears an insurance run. And going to be hit foul. Nearly hit the Salem bus. I'll be honest, I wouldn't have parked there. Britt awaiting the 0-1. Popped up. A little trouble ball, gonna fall fair. Another run scores. As Kaylee Wallace comes home. So Britt gonna reach second. Lady Bears now up 7-5. And that brings up Brooklyn Huey, 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. She has also scored a run for the Lady Bears today. And going to be fouled. Lady Bears up 7-5. 2 gone, runner at second base. Tell you what, I'd love for Hugh to just trade places with Britt over at second. Get the Lady Bears another run. Littell delivers, gets the outside corner. 0-2. Got Bailey Griffith on deck. Next pitch. Put into play. Gets past the second baseman. Run going to come home. Lady Bears now up 8-5. As Britt indeed comes home. Huey going to reach first. And that'll bring up Bailey Griffith. She came in clutch her last at bat. Got that rally started for the Lady Bears in the 5th. Can she do it again? Let's find out. First pitch taken for strike 1. Lady Bears up 8-5 here in the bottom of the second. 2 away, runner at first. Littell's next pitch. And that's going to be out of the zone. Count it out as even, 1-1. Jurassic on deck should Griffith get on. Next pitch. And going to be popped up. Trouble ball. Catch made by Littell, though, and that's going to do it for the Lady Bears in the 3rd. But they score 3 to go ahead 8-5. Top of the 7th coming up. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. Lady Bears with an opportunity to end it here as Ripsy Reed going to lead things off for Salem. Riley Martin making an adjustment to her leg gear. Lady Bears up 8-5, top of the 7th inning. Caroline Hedgepeth still in the circle. First pitch going to be popped up and tried to make the catch in foul territory but couldn't quite do it. So to count 0-1 now on Reed. Reed 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Has also reached on a walk. And the next pitch from Hedgepeth. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Oh, and 2 the count on Reed. Kenzie Dalton on deck for the Lady Cats. Hedgepeth comes set, delivers. Going to be ground ball fouled. So the count stays 0-2. And the next pitch from Hedgepeth. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Getting the first out of the inning.
Kenzie Dalton.
And that'll bring up Kenzie Dalton, 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI for the Lady Cats. 1 away, top of the 7th inning. Lady Bears, again, a chance to shut it down here. Looking for the split. And if they want first place in Region 7, they'll have to beat the Lady Bobcats twice. Coming up next week. Put into play over toward left. Could be a trouble ball. And it is as Rainey Martin was trying to make the catch and couldn't get a glove on it. So Dalton going to reach first, and she'll get a courtesy runner as Riley Piper, the DP, going to come to bat. 1 for 3 today. One away, runner at first for the Lady Cats. West Lincoln up 8-5. Top of the 7th inning. And it's going to be fouled to the backstop. 0-1. One away, runner at first. So next up for the Lady Bears is going to be Bogachita at Bogachita on Tuesday. Grounder over toward second. Throw made to first and going to get it on the fielder's choice. Moving the runner to second for Salem. So that'll bring up Kinley Stewart, playing right field. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So yeah, Bogachita up next for the Lady Bears. If they end this game and win, they will have to beat Bogachita twice in order to secure first place in the region. And first pitch taken for strike 1. So big week coming up for the Lady Bears next week. And the next pitch, foul to the backstop. Counts 0-2. Hedgepath with a chance to end it here. And the 0-2. Popped up. Trouble ball going toward Colby Rose Thornton, going in to make the grab. I know you couldn't see it on the screen, and I'm so sorry that you couldn't. That was a clutch grab by Thornton. Wrap it up in green and white. West Lincoln wins 8-5 over Salem to split the series. Again, next up for the Lady Bears, Bogachita next week with a chance to clinch first place in Region 7. Tomorrow night here on BSPN, we'll have baseball as the Bears take on the Bobcats of Bogachita here in Flea Hop. I'm Jonathan Tullis. Thank you very much for joining us here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. Lady Bears victorious 8-5. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night.
Thanks for joining us on BSPN. Find our schedule of games at bspn.live.